Teams and groups are very often talked about in the same sentence, and yet they are discernibly different. In this cartoon, we're going to draw upon a number of key individuals who have extensively researched teams, as well as Acorn, who've had 25 years plus of working with teams. So, the difference between teams and groups. First of all, groups, as an example, constructively compete with one another in pursuit of their individual performance targets, whilst teams, if we use to Professor West's statement, operate with a high degree of interdependence, share authority and responsibility for self-management, are accountable for the collective performance, and work towards a common goal and shared rewards. Research would indicate that the output from teams and groups is massively different. So if we aspire to create teams, how do we do so? Acorn has developed what we refer to as 5 dimensions, which we believe accelerates the point to which a team becomes a high-performing team. As Lencioni says, creating teams is rare, so therefore we should invest in making sure we create them as quickly and purposefully as we can. The first dimension of creating a high-performing team is that of developing a primary purpose, a clear, unifying team purpose for which the whole team holds itself accountable for. In addition to primary purpose, defining a small number of objectives. Professor West would say that is the most discernible thing that a team can do to be most impactful, is to define a purpose and objectives. The second dimension is that of team leadership. The leader should be aspirational in its leadership approach, not transactional but transformational. Model the key behaviours that the team needs to aspire towards, particularly with that of listening to diverse opinions. And it should also emphasise reflection, which is really important for any team. The third dimension is that of structure. The roles, responsibilities, the meetings, particularly important now when we have blended working. How we'll measure our performance, who makes decisions. The fourth dimension is team membership. This is where we would suggest team members need to develop team membership skills. Professor West refers to it as knowledge, skills and abilities. A key one we often see is that of the need to value diversity of opinion and value set. Being emotionally aware of themselves and others. An area we very often work with teams on is the ability to manage conflict in an effective manner, because there will always be conflicting perspectives in a high-performing team. The fifth and final dimension is that of impact, making sure the team considers and reflects upon the impact it is having, both within the organisation, but also, as Hawkins refers to it, to those key commissioners who set the team up. Is the direction of travel still pertinent? Are the team still working in the right direction and the right focus? The other area within this impact is ensuring that the team acts with true integrity and unity. They must be aligned in their approach, and to some extent have humility that there is benefit in this team continually reviewing and reflecting upon how it works together. These 5 dimensions, we believe, accelerate the performance of the team very quickly. So in conclusion, there are perhaps 3 things to consider when creating a team. First and foremost, creating a primary purpose and a few in number key objectives. Secondly, ensure that the leadership is transformational versus transactional, and in particular models the behaviours of capability of listening to and managing the conflicts. And third element, which we suggest is particularly important not just for the leader, but also the whole team, is to productively manage conflict efficiently. Again, using Lencioni, he suggests senior leaders should mine for conflict. In other words, resolve conflict as soon as it occurs. These 5 dimensions do assist a team to become a high-performing team.